Comparison is a great tool. It's one of my favorite tools in the whole system. And as the name says, it's used for comparing yourself to a competitor. The thing is, that can be done in many different ways. Let's start with one of them, choosing 2 Danish stations here. Let's do latest week. Let's do the whole day from 6 to 6. And let's look at all songs, but only on work days. Press Analyze. What we get now is, first of all, 2 screens showing the content balance trend day by day. So how much music are you playing and how much talk do you have in your format. And you can see the same for the other station you've selected. And then you see an overlap between you and the station you've selected in terms of unique songs in your database, shared songs, and unique songs in the other station's database. And then after that, of course, a list of all the songs that you own, a list of the shared songs, and a list of the songs owned by the competitor. But that's like the overlying function here. You can also zoom in, and this is where I think it becomes extremely interesting. Let's try and look at the same time frame here, but let's try and zoom in and look only at the 7 to 8 o'clock hour. And let's do this again. Then all of a sudden we now get an idea how a specific listener would experience your station versus another station. Now, if you're like me, you're only listening to a particular radio station during your commute, then maybe to something different while working, and then maybe something third on your way home from work. So, for instance, if you listen between 7 and 8, you don't know what's going on for the other 23 hours of that particular day. So this would be what you perceive. Same stuff in here, content balance, songs shared, but now you get a very detailed view looking at what I have actually experienced as a listener in the latest week if I only listen to that particular hour. You also know kind of what you share with the competitor, so what does his listeners experience? And if you switch back and forth, what would people experience in terms of similarities and differences? Because you get the same 2-3 lists, but you get them, of course, now zoomed in to just a single hour of a single week. And in the same way that you can zoom in, you can also zoom out. If you zoom out, you can do a comparison over, for instance, a quarter, and you can do it on a 24-hour basis. And then all of a sudden, you're left with the knowledge of how you sound alike or sound different from your competitor, but on a much larger scale. So the idea and the trick in using comparison is to zoom in and zoom out depending on your need, and that way it becomes an extremely valuable tool.